Hello guys, so today in this video I'm planning on making the DIY ecosphere. So right now we're just looking at the shrimp tank while I'm gonna talk about what types of organisms are gonna live in here. So here's a little jar that I got for the little ecosphere. I've been watching lots of videos pop up and recommended with these ecospheres, and they look pretty cool and I want to try one. My first one I'm gonna attempt will be probably just keeping snails in it. That's probably what it's gonna keep. I'm probably gonna take some. The reason we're at the shrimp tank right now is because I'm probably gonna take out some of these ram's horns. Maybe we'll take out some of the pond snails. I'm not sure, but I prefer the look of the ram's horns. And then we'll also probably take either some anacris or some water wisteria. And for substrate, I might just use some of this dirt since it probably has lots of little microorganisms in there. But if I can't really get any, I'll probably just get some sand for it. That'll just be a lot easier for me. And yeah, so I'm gonna start adding some dirt. I'll be back after I get some dirt so I can put it in here. And I'm back. So I eventually decided to just use sand. So I collected a little bit of sand from my 125 gallon. So this is what I'm gonna use. I got a little piece of wisteria. Should be pretty good. Little piece of anacris. Little baby java fern that's never grown, so I guess I'll throw it in there. It hasn't died, it's just stayed like that. So I also got this other little plant. I think it's Ligugia. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but that's the plant right there. So that's 4 different types of plants. Got this rock from the shrimp tank. Has lots of algae on it, so I thought it'd be good to add to the tank. And for livestock, I don't know if this is too much, but I eventually ended up collecting that one ram's horn you see right there. This second ram's horn. And I got 3 pond snails, so I eventually decided to get some. And where's the bladder snail? Right here. Not a bladder snail. I got a little, I think it's a trumpet snail. I believe that's what it's called. I don't know if you can see it right under the ram's horn. It's not focusing. But I got the trumpet snail. We'll eventually see it after we put it in the little jar. And I got 2 little baby trumpet snails, which will hopefully end up growing and then they'll hopefully reproduce. And hopefully this isn't too much livestock, but hopefully it'll do good. The jar is pretty small though. It's 32 ounces, I believe. But we'll see how this, I just want to see how long it lasts. Maybe it'll last for eternity, you never know. Probably not, but I just want to see how long these can last. So I'm gonna add sand. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm gonna start adding it. And it just fell right. Alright, made a little bit of a mess. It's all good. Let me level it out a little bit. Alright. Alright, so now I'm going to attempt to plant these plants, so it's going to be a little difficult. With a little small opening in the jar. But, let's see. So I'm gonna add this one right. I should probably add the rock first. So then I'll put the plants right under it, so we can hold them hopefully. And then we'll add the little wisteria. Well, I should probably start with the smallest plants, which would be the little java fern and the gluvia, I think. And let's see, and the java fern does have a little bit of actually it's, yeah, I think the java fern. Yeah. Okay. And that's not looking super good, but once we fill it up with water, we can adjust it a little bit better. So now let me add a little ligugia here. This one's gonna be a little tricky to add since it's so small. It's honestly probably just gonna float. But I have no problem with that. Although I prefer to stay in the sand. I should probably get some of those little tweezers that people use to plant plants, but I usually just stick them in here with my fingers. And this one should be a little easier actually. And once we plant it deep in the substrate, it shouldn't really float up. And let's also add the nacreous. Okay, it's really tricky. Nope. Alright. Alright, I'll be back. Let me just, because this is a little hard multitasking. And I finally put it in. So now, time to add water. So I'm gonna get some water from my 125 gallons. It's probably the cleanest water I have. Well, this water is pretty clean too. But I'm gonna grab some from my 125. And talking about my 125, I should probably do an update on it soon. But here's a little sneak peek with the lights off. You can't really see much with the lights off, but maybe you'll see a little bit, just a little sneak peek, quick sneak peek for a future update. Let me turn on the light so I can see this. Add it slowly, make sure it doesn't get disturbed too much. Alright, and it is now full, a little bit too full, so I'm going to remove some of the water. I think that's a good amount of water in there. Turn the light off, and here's our ecosphere. Oh, or not ecosphere, but little container. Ecosystem in a jar. Right now it's a little bit cloudy, unfortunately, but I think that all the plants seem to be planted in the substrate pretty well. Let me whoops. So hopefully it clears up soon, and we'll let it sit by the windowsill so they can all get plenty of sunlight for the little ecosystem to thrive. And now let's add the livestock, as they look like they really want to get out here. And okay, let's add them in. I think that's it. Yeah, it looks like about all the little snails that I had. And this is just going to be a simple little snail ecosystem. I want to do other cool ecosystems in the future, like I'm planning to do a brine shrimp ecosystem, and maybe a little ecosystem with copepods or some other sort of small shrimp would be pretty cool to add. I don't know, y'all can give me ideas. I honestly don't know what types of organisms I can keep in small jars like this besides snails. But now let me add a little top to make this official. This will now be officially an ecosystem of its own. And I'll provide an update out on it soon, so the water can clear up and y'all can actually see everything. Because right now, I apologize, but it's not very clear. You can't really see anything in it. But I'll provide an update soon on it and the rest of my fish tanks. And yeah, see you guys.